So I'm just going to quickly just breeze through two kind of examples of real life instruction manuals that I did create at an internship. So just so you kind of have an idea. So remember, anytime that I show you, examples or sample items in this class, this is not sort of the peak expectation. There's always things you can improve on. So keep that in mind. Don't just copy this exactly, but find ways to edit, make it better. This is purely a launching point if you're feeling a little bit stuck, okay? So this is for a Snapchat user manual. I was an intern with this company several years ago, and Snapchat sort of was really coming up, and so they wanted to launch a content marketing strategy, and that was my project for that summer internship. So basically, here's a quick table of contents, really basic. You can tell, this is obviously a longer training manual, so I just marked some of the really key, places that someone might want to jump to. Lots of images, make sure to cite any images. Write an introductory paragraph, kind of orienting your reader. It can be something as simple as this, just saying, hey, this is what this manual would be used for, right? Basic controls, layout. I took screenshots and things that you can do. You have a lot of room to grow here. Here's an example of my glossary. So since this was Snapchat, and this was for very novice users of the platform, I just included basically everything that somebody might question or want. Even if it feels obvious, remember the curse of knowledge. Just because you know what it means, don't assume that everybody knows what it means. Right? And then I just kind of walk through the steps. So here's an example. Here's how to log in, right? Step 1, click on this thing. Step 2, click on that thing. You'll notice, here's things like settings, little information bubbles, etc. Right? Creating snaps, introduction, quick steps. Delete the snap, start over. So, there's a lot of different options you can do. I think you understand sort of the point here. I can zoom out so you can quickly look through some of this. Right? Any kind of important guidelines could be a good option. A list of icons could be a good option. Trying to plan ahead, right? What kinds of information might that person need? And then here's an example of helpful links and extra resources. So think about how you can incorporate that into your training manual. And then you could even provide examples. Cool. Okay, so then a second type of thing you could do is more of a quick flyer. Right, so this was one that I made for when I worked at CSU Online as a video intern. So we needed a little a starter guide to give to faculty and people who are trying to create screencasts and captures. Right, so we can zoom out on this again. Again, here's my sort of short introductory, kind of sentence, as well as, here's what you would need. Here's the software that they need to download and some of the steps for that. Here's again kind of more intro, explaining and orienting to them why they should do this process and use it. So when we're talking about images, right, this is obviously a clear one. It shows the process for downloading, so that clearly complements, right, downloading the software. Now, so this is an example of using images, right? I need to develop this space. and I didn't want to have obviously just decorative. So this big X corresponds with closing any unneeded programs, right? This no sound thing corresponds with find a quiet place to record, the second biggest thing to remember. And this 30 seconds icon corresponds with the recommended time to practice and a little test recording. So think about every image that you use. Does it actually relate to some of the information, or are you just plugging it in to fill space? Or are you accomplishing both? And recordings. Alright, frequently asked questions could be good for your manual depending. And then, just tools and other information. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll see you in class. Bye, associates!